Good morning. Right, let's just hope I can see that I'm live here. There we go. Right, okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Is anyone with me? Morning, Pauline. How are you, darling? Are you good? Morning, Sandra. How are you? Are you good? Morning, Baz. I've got half a cold cup of tea here. Morning, Ali. How is everyone? I can't believe it's Thursday already. Where is the week going? It just is. The weeks just seem to be flying. I cannot believe we're over halfway through the year. It just, and the weeks just, I wake up and it's Monday and then it's Thursday and then it's Saturday and then we're back to Monday. It's just, wow. Am I the only one that's finding this, that the weeks are flying by? We don't seem to be able to go anywhere or do anything much at the moment, obviously. And I find that where are the months flying? It's just so quick, isn't it? I just feel because we're in this bubble that, you kind of just do what you want to do. And the year is just flying by. I cannot believe that, actually I'm well over halfway to being 51, which is really scary. I thought, okay, enough said about that. Morning, Tara. Photo was beautiful this morning. Right, I'm hoping the lovely Jean appears this morning. Although she may not, because it is her birthday this morning. So, Jean, if you happen to watch this on replay, happy birthday, darling. I hope you have a lovely day. And I've got some exciting stuff to share this morning, which is, hang on, why is my screen frozen down there? Okay, apparently everyone can see that I'm watching down there. Right, I can see all your comments. That's the bit I'm more worried about. I can see your comments. Morning, Jean. Happy birthday, darling. Have a lovely, lovely day. Your card is in the post. I posted it yesterday, so hopefully you should get it today or tomorrow. Morning, Doreen. Good morning. I'm not a charmer, Tara. I'm telling you the truth. Morning, everybody. Right, so a little bit of news. This, if you remember, this was a special if you joined. It is now available to buy. It's $9.95 to buy. And I have to say, I love my trimmer, my baby trimmer. So it is about 4.5 inches wide by... 6 inches deep. It's just great to keep in your pencil case or wherever on the side. So if you would like one, they are only available while stocks last. I have got an order going in. If you would like one, they're $9.95. Drop me a line, drop me a message, ping me a text, however you normally get hold of me, and I will pop it in my basket and we'll get hold of them, okay? So I will sort that out. They really are worth getting. I absolutely love them. For $9.95, they're great quality, same quality as you would expect from Stamping Up. And I absolutely love this. So yeah, $9.95. Don't miss out on this, girls. It is really amazing. Okay, Shirley, I'll pop you one in my order, darling. It is really great. Right, so I'll pop that on my page as well. All right, so we are still continuing, and this is especially for Shirley, so I'm so pleased she's here. This is, we're continuing with Hippo Happiness, which is by the lovely Robin Carden, and I've got a kind of casual crafter's card today, so it's not a beginner's card because we obviously did Monday's card as a beginner's card. This is somebody who has some craft stuff and loves to craft but doesn't necessarily do it loads and loads. Okay, so there is a couple of techniques in it that I'm going to teach you this morning, but you will all be able to do this, okay? Especially if you have a die cutting machine. If you haven't got one, don't buy one before the 4th of September because I can get you one then and it is going to be awesome. From the middle of August, I will be demonstrating my new one. Okay, morning, Sue. Right, okay. Sue, I just explained that the mini trimmer is now available to everyone. Right, I'm going to turn the camera down. Hang on. I have to go down and around. I have to remember how to do this now. Right, so we're going to go. You're going to look at the ceiling for a minute. There we go, down and around. Hang on, we're on the iPad then. I've got to get the camera position correct. There we go. Right. I'm hoping we're correct. Oh, Shirley, you made 4 of those others. Yes, I did see. You sent me the pictures. They were lovely. Right. Okay. Hang on. Right. Just checking the messages. Okay. Right. So we are going to be using very few supplies this morning. Obviously, we are using our stamp set, Hippo Happiness, which comes in a bundle. Hang on. I've got to move all these bits. With, I don't want to show you the card for a minute. Oops. With all of these lovely dies, okay? So you get all of these lovely dies. That's the sheep's head. Or is it? No, it's the whole of the sheep. It's not just the sheep's head. Thank goodness for that. You get 3 little flowers. You get your hippo, obviously, and all the rest of it, okay? So today we are going to be making a shaped card base with these 3 dies, okay? The 3 flowers and the hippo. So I'm going to pop the rest of this away, and now you're going to be able to see my card. So this is our card. I'll bring it up and show you a bit, look. Okay, so it's made using the largest die. And I've used plain Whisper White cardstock. Okay, so there's the front and there's the inside. And you can see it's still joined at the top and there is no extra join. So I'm going to teach you how to do this morning. And we're going to brayer the outside layer. Brayer the layer. Woohoo, she's a poet and didn't know it. Using our lovely brayering tool, okay, which is available, and you get two foamy heads with this. So this is pretty awesome, actually. I love this one. It's much better than the old-fashioned solid plastic brayers. I can actually work it this time, so that's really good. Okay, so we've used all 3 layers, and I've brayered layer 1 and layer 3. We've got some little flowers, we've got the new little dots, and we've got a lovely hippo. So that is today's card, and I'll show you, it stands up. How cool is that? Are you loving that? I kind of think it's really cute. It is about 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So yeah, it is 3.5 by 3.5. It's too big to go in a 3 by 3 envelope. I would probably put it in a 4 by 4 envelope, okay? But yeah, it stands up beautifully. And isn't she sweet? How gorgeous is she? Right, okay, so we're going to do our basic stamping, and then I'm going to swing the camera around because I've decluttered some of my desk, and we're going to use the die machine on the other side of the desk. So we're going to get our basic stamping out the way first. So I'm just going to turn this light on so I've got extra light. I know shadows are not my friend, but definitely not if you look at my face. Right, so I'm going to need that bit in a minute. Let's just grab a pair of scissors. I'm hoping I can get one more bit out of that bit in a minute. Right, okay. So first things first, I know which bits I need of this, but I also need, actually, I tell you what, let's do her out of this. I need a hippo and 3 flowers. So all I've got is a scrap of Whisper White here. It's got to be wide enough, and this, believe you me, this does go to take that, okay, and more than double the length. Right, so my stamping, I need my hippo, my sentiment, and 3 flowers. So sentiment, hippo, I've got my sentiment strip there. My sentiment strip is 1/2 inch wide. I wonder if I can just, I'm just going to use my, when brayering, if you're messy like me, you'll end up with a mess down the side of your ink pad. Just use your cloth your stamping chamois to clean it off. Right, okay, I don't do mess. Right, so let's do the hippo first, okay? So my hippo, she's in, I'm going to move the stamp kit, no I'm not, I'm going to move that there, that's fine. And I've got 3 ink colours to do this, so I'll bring them in as I need them, okay? So the base of my hippo, I inked it up in smoky slate, and then I stamped it off once, and then I popped it down on my Whisper White. So I've got a pale, I was going to say a snail, a pale hippo, okay? Hoping you guys can see that. You see she's just a pale hippo, okay? So then I'm going to grab the next bit and I'm just going to ink it up. And the way I lined this up is I kind of lined her bottom up and her ears. And let's hope I've got it right. No, right, okay. This could take a couple of attempts. It did earlier, but that's fine. Oops, dropped a leaf on, no, a flower on the floor now. Okay, let's try again. Failing that, we'll be getting the Stamparatus out and lining her up, which is obviously easier. Right, down. Okay. Ink it up. I've kind of got, right, I've got to get rid of that light a minute. Sorry, guys, I'm hoping. I'm still not happy with that. Right, last go. Oh, I've got a two-tone one there. That's not good, is it? If it's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong on camera. You guys know that, don't you? Perfect. Perfect. There you go. Okay, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And it just shows you if I get it wrong that everybody can get it wrong. It's just, you know, you just have to persevere. So that's my smoky slate finished with. I'm going to bring in the basic grey. Okay. And I've got her lovely face. And you kind of line the two smiley cheeks up. I've got a... Line the two smiley cheeks up over the nostrils, if that makes any sense. Beautiful. She's got a lovely smiley face. Right, I'm keeping the basic grey there because I've got my sentiment strip. And I'm going to pop that down on there like that. So my sentiment strip was 1/2 inch wide. Okay. And that's all I need the basic grey for now as well. So I can pop those both away. Right, so that's that bit done. Right, we need 3 little flowers. You've all gone awfully quiet on the comments unless that's this afternoon taken care of. I'm really pleased about that, Shirley. 1, right, and I'm going to show you something on the flowers which I've noticed, and I don't know if anyone else has. The flowers are not completely symmetrical. Well, flowers aren't, are they? Right, we're going to need this in a minute, but I'm just going to close it for a minute. So if you look at the flower, you can see, let's grab my pokey tool, this longer flower petal here, and then a wide gap here, okay? When you come to line up your dies, this is very apparent, especially on the front. You can see there's that long petal and a wider gap, okay? And that way you'll be able to line it up really easily. All right, so there's the longer petal and there's the wide gap, and so it's a long skinny petal, a wide gap and a fat petal, and it kind of lines up absolutely perfectly then. Okay, so right, we're going to go to the die machine, but first of all, grab my bone folder. And I know, I want the largest one here. I need 2 depths of this at least, okay? So, I'm just going to fold my cardstock in half. Okay, like that. And I'm going to pop my die down. Now, mine is really tight because I'm using up a scrap, but I know it's fine. So, I'm going to show you the underneath. What you have to do is make sure when you're lining up, okay, that the cutting blade, which is this line, in between both sets of the dots is not on your cardstock. It needs to be just off your cardstock, okay? So if you grab some washi tape or whatever when you're happy and just tape that down, it's not going to move when we run it through the Big Shot, okay? So I've taped it down that side, all right? So that's the first bit I'm going to do. I'm going to grab some more scrap. So I'm going to do this bit and these guys for a minute, okay? Right, so I'm going to turn the camera around. This is an experiment, so bear with me now, okay? I am set up to do this. It was, in fact, actually, should I just lift it over? No, I'm not lifting. It hurts. Right, bear with me. Right, okay. Okay, right, so I've popped this on here, okay? So we're going to do this bit first. I'm just going to run it through the Big Shot, okay? I wouldn't recommend you doing this with coloured cardstock because it is quite thick. Whisper White is great and you can achieve coloured cardstock with the brayering effect, which is why I'm showing you that, okay? Right, so I'm just peeling my washi tape off. And if you just gently work your cardstock, you'll have your card base, okay? So that's my card base. Right, let's just cut these other bits. So I don't need that one anymore. Sorry, because I've got the sniffles as well, which really bugs me. I hate people sniffing on camera. So I need to cut my hippo. So I'll line her up. Okay. And I'm going to line up those 3 flowers. So 1, 2, I might have stamped them a bit close. Oh, no, perhaps I can. 2. 3, okay, and then I also need 1 each of those as well, okay? So all 3 sizes of your, it's going to alter my hippo a minute. All 3 sizes of that same shape die, 3 flowers and your hippo. Right, let's run that all through, and then that is all our die cutting done. So take that back. Right, I'm going to whiz you round again. Okay. How cool was that? No trying to switch the camera, no faffing about. Much better. Right, so we've got everything here. Let's just slide it all off my plates. Cannot wait to get my new machine and my new plates. That is going to be super, super amazing. I'm just looking for my pencil rubber now. It's in a drawer. There it is. Right. Okay, right, so I'm just going to pop all my dies onto my cutting plate so I know they're all up there safe. I've got my hippo. Gently. There we go. Right, so we've got everything we needed now. So I've got my hippo, I've got my card base, I've got my sentiment, I've got my hippo, I've got my next 2 layers, and I've got my 3 flowers. Right, now let the messy begin. Right, I just want to take some of the mess that my cutting plate is leaving. There you go, that's better. Okay, right, so we're going to brayer. I'm going to pop these 2 out the way for a minute. We are going to brayer this layer, the top of this card, okay? So I'm going to grab my just going to pop this out the way, pop it there, hoping you can still see it. Grab my ink pad. Actually, let's move this all over here, it's easier. Grab my ink pad and I'm going to use my sponge brayer. So these are washable, so you can just wash it off and then reuse it, okay? So all you do, and you have to do this motion. Don't do that because you will end up only inking the same portion, and that's not what you want. So roll and roll and roll and roll and roll. So you're rolling the whole of the brayer, okay? You're not just doing the same bit, you're rolling all the way round, okay? Then, starting at the bottom of your card, because this is the darkest bit, start off your paper and just roll up, okay? And kind of go all the way up, but getting lighter and putting more pressure on as you go down. And that will give you this lovely ombre effect, okay? So that's that one. I'm not going to re-ink my brayer. I'm going to grab my little one and I want to be really light all the way across, okay? So I'm just really lightly going all the way down. And you can see I've got kind of a very light, let's just match those edges a bit. If you want to do your edges, do this around your brayer, okay? And that gives you beautiful edges. All right, so that's our brayering. We still need the brayer for a minute, I'm just going to put my ink to one side because I don't need that anymore. Okay, so is it better with this light on? Okay, right, we've got some more light. So you can see that I've got those bits now. Okay, right, that's quite dry. So, got my card. Let's bring both cards in. We just need to use our take a pick punch, and I'm using the frilly end. So I'm going to pop my 1/2 inch strip into the 1/2 inch edge, okay, making sure it's completely lined up. And that's that end. So I'm just going to give it a trim, all right, and I'm going to slide it back in, okay, making sure it's all the way down and it's level and it's straight and I'm happy, and I'm going to pop it back out. Okay, so there's my Hippo birthday. Pop my punch away without all the rest flying out at me. So now we can assemble our card. Okay, so I wanted the depth to be on the images, not the layers. Okay, so I'm just, oh, before I assemble the card, we've got one more bit of stamping to do, and I forgot. Okay, let's open up our card, grab my ink again, and we're going to stamp, but we're also going to use the stamping off technique. So I'm going to stamp, 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 okay? Stamp, 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 stamp. I'm going to take one off and stamp, 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 okay? Just so it looks like we've got lots of flowers down there, because it's pretty and it's a girl's card. You, of course, could do this in blues, and you could use the bow tie instead of the flower in her hair, okay? And you could make it a man's card by doing a bow tie here, okay? But I was so hot, my glasses are slipping down my nose. It's no good, is it? Right, okay. So, glue on the back of there. Into the middle, like that. And I'm well practiced on this card because this is card number 3 of this one I have made this week. Okay, so there we go. Right, so grabbing our dimensionals, Let's grab my hippo. Pop some dimensionals underneath her. Okay. Making sure we've got our card the right way up, and I'm going to just pop her into the centre. Okay, let's grab my flowers. Now I did fussy cut a bit more around that flower, but I'm not going to on this one. Okay, there's my flower. If I wanted just to ink the edges so they weren't so white, I can just grab my brayer. There you go. So all the flower is pink now. And pop that over her ear. All right. It's not over her eye. No, it's definitely not over her eye. Okay, so next bit, we're going to again grab our brayer and we're just going to go round this edge. Just to add a smidge of colour. Okay. Like that. Like that. We're going to pop that across the bottom. And we're just going to add our flowers, okay? I'm going to glue dot these ones actually. Right, so grab my glue dots. One, have one there. Okay. And one there. And last but not least, let's grab our lovely in colour dots. Oh, am I nearly at the end? Oh no, my glue's still there. And I'm going to go 1, 2. I love my take a pick tool. There we go. No tweezers to try and get your sparkly bits where you want them anymore. It's all there. It's done for you. It's so easy. Right, so there you go, my lovelies. That is card 2 of our Hippo Happiness Week. Let's pop that in the middle and it covers up the yuck. I hope you really love that. I really have enjoyed making these. And as I said, if you use the bow tie and put a bow tie here and you use blue, you could really make it a man's card. You could add your butterfly up here to it. You could have a balloon up here instead of the flower, and you could have balloons dotted about. It's really simple to make. If you buy the bundle, you've got everything you need, and you only need Whisper White cardstock, no coloured cardstock. It's so simple. I think it's really great. So I will see you back on Saturday for an even more stepped up card. Don't forget, if you would like one of these, they're $9.95, and I've got a demo order going in with Thursday. I will hang on till tomorrow evening, and I'm going to put a post on my page about this as well. $9.95, really worth having in your stash. Nice little guillotine. Great for those tiny bits, you know, when you just need to cut a little bit and you need it straight, and we're trying to struggle with our scissors and you don't want to get your big trimmer out. It's perfect. Okay, so I will see you all on Saturday morning. Let me know if you'd like one of these. I hope you loved today's card. I really enjoyed making her. And yeah, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you Saturday. Bye.